teams all arrived in the Antarctic a couple weeks ago, game time. And they've all sort of converged together into one massive expedition where the former Percival Lake camp was. And slowly going through the remains of that camp, finding mostly frozen structures, damaged airplane, slaughtered sled dogs that have been taken apart and sort of reassembled.
Badly.
Badly. And that's basically where it is. The German expedition has been the most recent to arrive. But aside from some of the stuff that was found, the Germans found the elder things, bodies that were buried in the snow. They actually found 2 of them, as well as something else that Dr. Meyer, who's leading the German expedition, has kept hidden. And that's basically it. So I'm going to call it the morning of November 3rd. The sun doesn't actually set in Antarctica, so the day-night cycle is sort of hard to follow. But I'm just going to say it's the day of the 23rd. The Germans have been working through the evening, while Starkweather and Lexington expeditions have slept, and then they trade off. So then the Germans go to sleep, and the Americans do their research and study whatever they need to do. But on the morning of the 23rd, a dog sled and several figures people arrive in camp, in the American camp. Alva, you were able to see this dog sled pulling in and these people getting off the sled.
Okay.
And you can immediately recognize and hear the loud, angry voice of James Starkweather.
Oh, he's back.
Yes.
Ooh, that's interesting. How far away is he from me?
So he's in the middle of the camp, so maybe 50 feet, 60 feet, something relatively close.
Oh, well, can I make out what he's saying? Like, make a listen check or something?
You don't need to make a listen check. You just hear that
Okay.
he is yelling at Moore about all the dumb decisions Moore has made by first letting Acacia join in their expedition, as well as now Germans have joined the expedition.
Okay. So he's pissed off about that, but we knew he was going to because him and Alexa are mortal enemies.
Yes.
So, okay. Not really a whole lot I can do about it. I'm more interested to hear what they found out on their ascent up to the other location. So I'm going to kind of sneak over there and see if I can't either overhear or see if they brought anything back on their sled.
Okay. So as it's explained, and Starkweather's not hiding this information. Basically, they went up the mountains, discovered the mountains are a lot taller than they expected them to be. Taller to the point where even it was getting difficult breathing without equipment,
Oxygen.
without artificial oxygen.
Okay.
So they were able to take some pictures, and they had noticed what looked like from the distance, and it might have been a trick of the light, he says, but it looked like there were buildings or some sort of structures built out of the stone of the mountains. It doesn't really make sense.
Some like somebody like carved out a structure out of the mountain.
Correct.
Okay, that's weird. Are they going to get the film developed?
Yes.
I mean, are they going to develop the film here at the site, or are they just going to wait until they get all the way back to New York before they run it through a darkroom?
No, they're gonna develop it here.
Okay.
They have a dedicated area tent that's set up to be a dark room.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Can I get a better so structures? Are they like? Do they go into detail? Like, are they like square? Are they like round? Or I mean, like, do they go into more detail what the structures are? Are they grouped together in like little habitat pods, or is it like one thing?
If you ask, they Dr. Green, who was with them, says that it appeared to be a single round structure, but it was too far away to make any real details. They had to use a lens to just even be able to see it.
Okay.
Telescope, just to be able to even see what it is. And even
Okay.
then, it was still too hard to bring any kind of detail into the image.
Okay. Do they have like a map about like did they draw a map or something like how far away it is and like how to get to it or what?
Say that if they had to guess, it's along the mountains, probably somewhere between where Lake's camp is and where they had been on the mountains.
Okay. That seems reasonable. Okay. Are they discussing when they're going to next head up there or what?
Yeah, so Starkweather and Moore are in discussions about what to do next when the Meyer walks over with the rest of the Germans. And he begins, introducing himself and how grateful he is that Professor Moore was so accommodating, and on about how the pursuit of science to overcome all national boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
And you're standing there listening, and you notice there's several of the Germans are standing there. sort of like nodding along and maybe talking to each other in German. And this is where Hans, what do you look like?
Oh, I look very flamboyant. I'm wearing a big fur coat and a feather hat.
Okay.
He's a normal sized guy, and he's average in almost everything. No, not very remarkable.
Okay. And your character's name is what?
Hans.
Very,
Snyder.
very German name.
Very German.
So Alva will smile at him and say, "Good morning, Hans. What do you think of the? What do you think of their return? Any insights?" She's kind of like needling him for information.
Actually, I have no idea. I think it's a bit above my pay grade.
Above your pay grade. Alva's not particularly impressed with that answer, but okay. She'll move over to
So,
Norman and ask him what he thinks. Oh, yeah, he's here.
Think about what again?
What Norman thinks about Stark returning and this building cut out of the stone. Sounds kind of alien.
Well, there have been discussions about the origins of mankind. It could be that this is an undiscovered lost civilization.
Yeah. It could be. Alva contemplates for a moment. I don't have anthropology or anything, so I have no idea.
Do I make a luck recovery roll, by the way?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yay. Thanks, Derek.
Nice.
Oh, I'm... Okay. Bummer. Hey, Norman got a bunch, though.
All
14.
right.
Yeah, okay. I don't have anthropology or archaeology, really, so I would probably have no idea.
I have archaeology, though.
That's what I thought. You might make a roll.
Like, wouldn't I need to see it in order to make the roll?
Well, they have pictures.
Yeah. You have to at least see pictures of it.
Oh, you have pictures of that?
Stark
They have
brought back
undeveloped. Yeah, but they haven't been developed yet.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Guess I'm gonna have to be patient.
Yeah, we're good at that.
Patience is a virtue. Besides,
Supposedly.
I got books I need to cram and read.
So they were gone for 3 days? 4 days?
Several. Yeah, it's been several days.
Yeah, so that's not something we can just borrow a sled and check out. So... What do you think, Norman? What do we want to do? Oh, this is Hans, by the way. Hans is on the German expedition. He's... I'll introduce Hans to Norman, and... Yeah.
I'll greet Hans in German.
I thought you could have something.
Hello.
And I would be wanting to inquire with Hans as to like what the German side of the goal is here.
Well, I have no idea. Well, I'm not willing to share that with you right now. I'll find some runes to study what we find here. It's interesting. Bring it back to the museum in Berlin.
Hopefully, we'll be able to share much in the likes of recovered relics and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Have you found anything interesting as of yet?
Not anything in particular to the Arctic, but I did find some interesting books. If that's a
What about
they're
what books?
very peculiar books. Let me look in my possessions real quick.
Weren't they grimoires?
Yes, one of them was called The Book of Dizon. And then there was a second book that I got. But it's not here for some reason. Huh.
Okay.
Wow, this all sounds like superstitious nonsense.
Okay.
And then there were these 3 gold coins that I have, which seem to be minted in an unknown thing. I show them the gold coins.
Can you see them? Okay. Can I use appraise or archaeology?
Yeah, you could either one.
I think I'll assist.
Oh
with
my gosh.
archaeology.
Yeah.
Regular success for Norman.
They're pressed gold coins. They're definitely old, or they have a goldish.
You
they're
said they
old,
were
hard-
they were hand like stamped, like you know,
Yes.
a big hammer and yeah. Okay.
They're definitely old. Really old. Like, this is hand stamped gold.
What about its design? Do you have any idea of any of the symbols?
You know
what the
what
symbols
we
mean?
could do, Norman, is we could take Hans and the other new guy. Can't remember his. Oh, I introduced you to the other new guy. What's his name?
And upon further inspection, we discovered what seems to be a unknown, undiscovered species. But I have no idea what it is. Even with my experience in biology, it befuddles me.
Oh, maybe the good doctor will have a better take of it. But I was thinking we could also take him out to the old campsite, you know, the one with all the gore. He's got a medical mind. Maybe he can make more sense of what happened.
Alright,
Someone died?
let us proceed then. I'm trying to
Okay.
remember what that other book was, but I'm sure I'll figure it out.
Let me see if I have it in my notes.
I do. I'm just trying to get you the.
I don't think I do.
Let's see.
Notes. No, that's not it. No, I don't have the notes on that. I don't think I knew much about the books, other than you found them. So.
I know it was like written in Old English.
Oh, Gaharn fragments.
Yeah, that's it. Gaharn fragments.
Okay. So let's take Eric and Cygmus out to the gore site and see if the good doctor can tell us anything more.
before we proceed, Anthony, describe what you look like since you're there.
Me?
Yeah, you have returned with the Starkweather's
Oh, sorry.
sled, so
Just-
go ahead and describe yourself.
I think I missed the introduction because I silenced myself because I needed to go somewhere else. So,
It's okay.
alright, bad. Okay. Anthony. His name is Anthony Russell, Dr. Anthony Russell. He's 21. He looks like a young man either by the looks of it, he is in his late teens or early 20s, and he's wearing short hair, as you can see in the picture there. And currently he's like on a winter's coat, and but you still can see the what seems to be like some kind of lab coat underneath it, and what's the word again? A bow. Not a bow tie, just a tie, I think. But and yeah, that's how he looks like, and when you guys are there meeting him, and right? How far am I for the other folk?
How far? I don't know. You were the one at the expedition site. What happened? Alva's gonna needle you for information.
Oh yeah. No, I was asking the GM how.
Oh.
There. You two are coming. To introduce ourselves, or we are like far away?
Oh no, you're right there. You're all together as a group right now.
Okay. Okay. It's I'm gonna say hello. My name is Dr. Anthony Russell. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Are
You
you
see that?
are you a psychiatrist by any chance?
No. My experience has to do with more with physics and biochemistry, but I have some good knowledge in the medical studies. Is there anything you want to know?
Well, we do have an old campsite that looks like there was a great deal of violence in there. We could use a outside opinion as to what happened.
Out of character, what is the? Did I know that what's the basic of what happened in that camp? All the gore and the destruction and all that.
You would know as far as like what was in the story of the Mountain of Madness. Your character would be familiar with what happened during that. That was all public knowledge.
Okay.
For the section, you only have what you've seen. Actually, no, your character hasn't seen any of it, so no, you would just assume it's probably destroyed. You wouldn't know any details.
It's a good idea to investigate what happened. We might have not only find some clues, but we can see if there's any salvageable equipment.
All right. So, you guys can all make your way back over to the camp. Like I said, it's early morning.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Hans
I think
been.
that. Go ahead.
I say, Hans, you've been awake for hours now. Dr. Anthony, you've probably still been up for a while. Alva and Norman had just recently. So they're fully. Other guys are on our side.
Okay.
What hour of the day we are at now?
It's
One.
morning, so probably like 9 a.m., 10 a.m., something like that.
Can we? Is there sunlight in the sky, or the clouds are covering it?
Oh, complete sunlight.
Okay. Anthony is just going to wake up and eat his breakfast rations and prepare himself to investigate the camp with the other
Okay.
people.
Alva will go to the mess tent for meals, and she'll grab Hans and say, "Hey, we don't need to eat rations. You can come to the mess tent with us and have a somewhat decent hot meal."
With some rye
Thank you.
whiskey, if that's of interest.
Oh yeah, with rye whiskey.
Yeah, we found that on a lost ship wreckage.
And is it good?
It's
Not
been
bad.
aged for a long time in ice, so yes, it should be pretty dang good.
It shouldn't be bad.
I'm gonna put a bit of it in my coffee.
I mean, definitely gonna put a fire in your chest for sure.
That's true.
I want to, now that something come to my mind, I want to ask a question, Keeper.
Okay.
Does it, in the place that we're in right now, does it have like any equipment that would help me and the others investigate the camp that the fight happened, or try to see to fix or any like salvageable equipment there that technology that might help us?
Well, we will
Something like
tell
that.
you that there is nothing salvageable, but unless you make a better spot hidden than we did and we missed something. But we would tell you that we're more taking you out there to find out if there's anything like forensically that we would miss, that your medical training or scientific training would tell you that is eluded us. So
Okay.
No need to be selfish, Dr. Hans. I can share. Just pull out a whiskey,
What?
2 whiskey glasses and pour him a glass.
Okay.
he carries
Thank you.
normally carries the stuff with him like everywhere. So
But besides,
just
no
to keep me warm
prohibition
for
laws
later.
in the open sea, right?
that's
No
true.
Yeah, true.
That is true. Okay, so yeah, take him to the mess hall to get like morning meal with breakfast, right?
Mhm.
So take them to go get breakfast, and then as soon as breakfast is over, we'll gear up a sled, a sled and some dogs, and head out to the other campsite and show them what happened.
I'm more interested in that lost civilization up in the mountains, though. But
Oh, I am too.
But we're gonna need oxygen for that.
And we have it in camp, right?
Although Norman's constitution, he might be the only guy who could probably last without the oxygen.
Mr. Keeper, do we have oxygen?
Yes. Dr. Moorhead and had been in the manifest on the Gabrielle.
Okay. Yeah. So okay, cool. We've got it.
So back at the camp, you see the mounds where the ring sticking out of one of them. Remains of the tents down in the middle here. And there's over here the hummocks are completely cleaned away.
Okay.
But over here under this little mound next to the tents is where all the dogs' remains were discovered, and to the north of that was where the memorial is located.
Okay, so just take him through the tent area to begin with, because that looks like where all the individual combat happened, or where all the stuff was. Like over here.
Yep. So tents are flattened, torn open. They've been rifled of it, and all since frozen. Sometimes the blood itself is that's in there is frozen solid and kind of acted like a glue.
Okay, I'm gonna examine the corpses using my medicine skill.
Yes.
Okay, first
I'm
success.
gonna grab my glasses and check out the corpses to see how they died. Did they die to blunt trauma, or they got splashed? So I guess it's a medicine check. I'm gonna do it.
And there weren't any.
Good roll. Hard success.
Might I ask?
There are. There are
I
no
couldn't hear
bodies.
that. It sounded a bit garbled.
There's no actual human remains in any of these tents.
It's all just
Yeah.
blood splatter and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Okay.
human remains are more in a pile the other direction.
Oh, okay.
But we can take you to see that
Can we
too.
get any information?
But
Yeah, can we get any information about the blood splatters?
so
The
does
patterns
it
of
look
that?
like this splatter here was like was hit by something blunt, or like it was cut, slashed? What caused this?
A lot of it was cut and slashed open. There were some signs of gunfire. Some of the tents. Mostly was just like tearing. Just from
I
simple observation.
I just say, whatever did this to them, it must use something to slash to do this kind of thing, and was resistant enough to survive gunfire. It's,
That is actually going to be very useful.
I never.
Gunfire.
I cannot think of a single.
No, the guys defended themselves when they were attacked.
I cannot think of a single animal in the planet that would do something like this. This kind of damage.
What?
Really? Nothing like a polar bear or anything? I mean,
what did this is looks like to be way stronger than a polar bear, and
I would like to tell you something. We did find something in the ice. It was a strange creature. It had like a star-shaped head, but its body looked like a plant. Almost. It had wings, but whether they were functional or not, I do not know.
He looks at you with just a little bit of a skeptic look.
I don't know if it got moved or not, but I do have a witness with me who can testify she witnessed it as well.
Hans, you would have actually already seen this. These were uncovered by the Germans.
Okay.
So you're actually know exactly what he's talking about.
So, out of character, the creature that they're talking about, the Germans grabbed it and took with them?
Yes. The Germans didn't disclose that they found them. But
I'm not going to disclose it either.
And can you tell more about that creature? How big it is? Does it look like some kind of bird, or
It
something else?
definitely isn't avian, if that's what you're asking. It's more akin to plant than anything.
Well, we thought it was a plant. We thought it looked like a plant, but we didn't know if it was.
How huge was it?
It was extremely unusual, unearthly. It looks like something that isn't natural by definition of what we understand to be natural.
Like does it look like a? I know that they find out that the plants in the prehistoric, the dinosaur era, used to look huge.
Again, it has a star-shaped head or orifice at the top, massive wings, a tubular shape for its central.
This is actually a very interesting discovery because it might be an ancient plant that stayed here for so many years.
Oh,
The
that's true.
the archaeological field of the academy would have a day with this one.
Yeah, but there's another problem about that too. We
And what?
discovered a wreckage of an airplane that was dismantled, but we saw an engine that looked like it was being repaired as though something was studying it, trying to understand how it works.
We can take the doctor over there. We can take them over there and show them, and they can do their. They might have a better assessment than we do.
So my genuine fear is, what if it's sentient?
But do you have any evidence that the sentient was
Again, the engine we discovered, it looked like it was as though someone from a different culture were trying to figure out a technology on how it works without any knowledge of it.
Interesting? I don't like to jump already in conclusions. I want to make sure that everything seems aligned.
But my one sort of question I want to ask is, do you believe in the occult a little bit?
I hear the stories, but I never actually was fully
What
believed
what
in it.
if I could tell you that I have proof that these things exist?
He is there like any place to sit around here? A chair or something like
Yeah, we're in the mess tent. You can
Yeah.
sit down.
Yeah, you can go. You
that?
can just sit wherever you want to.
Okay. Anthony goes to a place to sit, and he looks at you with a
What
puzzle and a
what I'm
curious look.
about to show you defies any explanation. What I have learned is that photography can expose these things for a brief moment.
Interesting.
This photo was shot in Australia, and I show him the picture.
Anthony grabs the picture and he looks carefully at it.
Make a
And you
sanity
see-
roll.
Okay, let me see it. Sanity. Here we go.
Please.
Extreme success.
Oh yeah, beam success.
What do I see?
Yeah, Norman, go right ahead. What does he see?
You see the most bizarre thing you could imagine. It looks like people are just minding their own business on the street, but what you see above them is what looks like a dragon, almost, but wingless. And with a gaping, massive jaw.
Anthony wants to take a look close to this picture, and I want to see if can I do any science physics check to see if this is kind of a mirage or anything. If this picture is even real, does it look blurry?
Do you have any kind of photography?
No, I just have physics, chemistry, biology, and medicine.
Okay.
I want to use physics
Um,
to see if there's any kind of phenomenon that I know that could it be explained by it. Like physics also.
you can make a chemistry roll. I'll get, but it'd have to be hard. This is not
Okay.
entirely
Okay.
chemistry.
Let me see. My chemistry is 50. Let's see what I can do. Extreme
Jeez.
success.
Well,
So know that imageography is, I think pictures are developed, there's always a risk of double negatives and different images being altered. Whether the point of it takes sure when it's developed. Anything could have happened to sort of create this image. You're not even entirely sure what it is. It doesn't appear to have the same crisp lines as the other objects in the picture, so it doesn't need to be the same. And you don't know what it is.
Keeper, I'm sorry, could you repeat that? Because you sounded like a robot, because I don't know if the connection, I think it was a good connection
Okay.
problem.
Know that double negatives are a thing.
Okay.
And a problem could have occurred anytime the camera could have had a little bit in it. Something could during the develop process. The image of the lizard, while strange, it doesn't even appear to be the same quality image as everything else in the picture. So it appears like there was some sort of big hand to distort the picture. It'd be whether it be something, an error with the film, something happened.
Okay. I look at what's the name of the guy who gave me this picture? It's Norman, right? Or Hans? Norman was the one that gave me the picture, right?
Yeah, I'm the one that gave the picture.
Okay. Anthony
Yes.
says there could be other explanations for this kind of phenomenon to happen.
From the information we gathered, these things have an ability to cloak themselves. They can be invisible to the naked eye, but when you take a picture of them, it briefly, momentarily exposes it.
There could be a normal explanation for this. Maybe the picture was manipulated when it was developed. But
I
there's
I would like to
also
I
there's
would like
also
to believe that is the case, but this is not the only thing that I've witnessed along this journey.
yes, I
Before I even began, I encountered a doppelganger that looked like me. But when the doppelganger was killed, it turned out it wasn't human.
well, I'm not doubting you anything because I also have my thoughts about this. It could be uh, the manipulation of the photo, or it could be something else because this picture it's pretty. What should I say? Realistic. I don't think that we haven't have anything that could do this kind of phenomenon to the picture like this, as far as I can tell.
In fact, if you're interested, I'm thinking after this expedition, I'd like to invest some of my wealth into starting up a organization to discovering these things.
Well, I I am a bit little interested, but I'm gonna have to study more and look more about this. But you catch my eye on this. He looks at the picture for one more time, and I. So he told me that these things are invisible, correct? Um, can I make any kind of physics roll to know if is there any kind of phenomenon that would make something invisible and not reflect any light? Or no?
I could try biology.
Yeah.
I'm asking the keeper if I can do
You could
that.
do a physics roll.
Okay. Physics, I'm the best at it, so here you go. No, if I roll a crit fail.
It's
Oh
not a
Oh, no.
crit
no.
fail. You could always
Ah,
It's
push
not a
it.
critical.
Push it, tears the photo.
No, I'm not gonna push it. I'm just gonna leave it at that. That's 97.
Okay. No, no, can make something of it.
Yeah, Anthony is just scratching his head and thinking about you have all of you have made pretty interesting investigations and discoveries. Do you mind if I stay along with you, accompany you, so I can look for more?
Of
Because I really
course, we actually would love the assistance in figuring these things out.
because humanity haven't seen anything like this before. I I think the only thing that the best thing that we have discovered is the theory of relativistics. But, anyway,
If I am honest, I'm an occultist by trade, but I have experience in other sciences as well.
I guess what we can do now is just look for more. See what we can find an explanation for this.
The other problem is I've encountered that very creature once in my life.
Go on.
What I know about it is they have the ability to influence the mind. When I slew one of it, I learned that I apparently killed this creature's mate.
Did this creature of that you're talking about? it did something to influence your mind? How did it
It
use
it
a
wasn't so much
poison?
my mind it could affect, although I believe it attempted to. But my mind was strong enough to resist.
Did it use some kind of substance, a poison perhaps, or
I don't know, but here's where it gets even more interesting. I had direct blood contact when I slayed the creature, and it changed me. As an effect of the blood contamination, I have gained the ability to influence the mind directly.
he kind of Anthony is very intrigued of what you're saying. What when you got in contact with the blood of this creature, did you end up developing other symptoms?
I did develop a fever, although I got better. But when I use the ability, my eyes change to be more like a dragon's eye.
More like a reptile eye.
Yeah, but it's like incandescent glows with a strange hue of blue.
He is intrigued by you, and he even pulls out the little notebook that he has and begins to write it down.
I could show you my experience in this ability, but I kind of swore to only use it when it's absolutely necessary. For instance, some people have been broken apart by witnessing these things, so I use my ability to manipulate the mind to forget these things.
He just looks at you and he says, interesting. Well, I think you, if I want could give a guess, I think you're 60% true in your what you're saying, but I need to look into more to confirm that we're dealing with something more unnatural, I should say.
If you'd like, I could perform it for you to study, of course.
Yes, yes. But, I think I would like to investigate more the camp around here before we do that.
Very well. I need some whiskey. Just takes a little sip of whiskey and shakes a little bit from the strong stuff.
All right. So where the kennel had been, all the dogs are. Like you said, the dogs are there. Remains are there in a gory piled up alongside of this, the remains of this kennel. Dismembered, slowly reassembled, covered in frozen blood.
Chris.
I'm gonna do a medicine check to check the remains of the dogs.
Are there
Okay.
any sanity checks required?
Yes, for Hans and Anthony. Yes.
I
It's worse.
so the dogs are like and got gored the same way the same way before the other things before, and now are frozen. So can I? What this check would be? I want to see if I can find any like other clue that left out in this attack that the dogs fell victim to.
Sure.
What check would that be?
A medicine check.
Okay. I'm gonna roll for medicine. I cannot find anything. That's a fail.
I'm gonna do the medicine check too. See. Can I push it?
Yeah, of course.
How does it work? I don't remember it. How it was.
You're gonna re-roll
Or pushing?
again. You're gonna tell me what you're doing differently to sort of give yourself an extra little.
Or you only missed by one. You could spend one luck point.
Or you can spend one luck point.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna spend a luck point just to get the success.
Okay. So the dogs have been portions of the blade. So the skin's been removed, and then sort of read over it, the corpse. Go through the remains. You look close, and you start. A couple of dogs seem to have had the tendons in their throats cut by a very sharp blade.
I'm gonna tell that to the others.
That's different than the others. All the other ones were carefully skin removed, but you can't tell what kind of tool was used. But in a rare few cases, dogs that are otherwise undamaged seem to have had their throats sliced open.
Okay, like there were mercy killings or something like that, or like
They're
euthanasia.
alive, but just killed without study of any kind performed on them.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out the notebook and write it down. What do we?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I look at Hans, and I say, "Have you found anything, Doctor Hans?" This is totally the same thing for me.
Oh, it seems that some of them had their tendons cut and skins, and the rest they just got their throats cut with a very sharp instrument. So maybe the guys in the expedition did themselves. But I'm a bit worried about the cutting tendons things.
Have you seen only?
It's very.
Have you noticed any slash marks, or are there any bite marks on it? Does it look like they've been eaten?
No.
All of you can hit it though.
Okay, so let's go to see the corpses, the human corpses, and see if we can find something else.
Okay. So we take him over to where the honor pile was.
Okay. Yep, and you can see, I said, human bodies frozen under the ice, as if they had been laid down there. Yeah, it's sort of like walking into a graveyard, thieves under the ground.
So, like, they have been buried under the ice.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I gotta go take care of some wood.
In these, on these other bodies, the third bodies, I want to do a check, and I'm gonna look carefully, and I'm gonna pick some like equipment to analyze. Is there like anything that looks like that the creature that or thing that attacked these people left when small thing like a piece of like a nail or a piece of a skin that is like not human?
Let's say make a spot hidden roll.
Okay. Spot hidden. My spot hidden is only 30. And let me see if I can succeed. That's a solid success.
All right, so you take your time and you look at each of the bodies. You don't really notice anything on any of those themselves. You do notice that most of them died from like gunshot wounds or slashing. Maybe there's some bruising to signify that there was like crushing underneath the skin. But whatever killed them, the men were not able to grab any evidence from their killer, so no and samples that you could see microscope to find some. Nothing visible.
I don't know if this is another check, but I want to discern if what was used to kill them was like some instead of like a claw, animal claw, it was like an object. Can I do that? Hold an
Yeah,
object.
again, you would just be able to see there was no signs of weapon, like a lot of weapons being used aside from the few gunshot wounds you see. It looks like they were.
Can I search the corpse? Sorry.
Yeah, I'll let you search. See if you can
Yeah, we'll
just
find anything in their pockets or something.
you're gonna have, since they are frozen, you're gonna have to make a strength roll to be able to
Strength. Okay.
get
Can
into
I?
the.
What if I see? Oh, never mind. I wanted
Success.
to give Hans a crowbar if I have in my equipment. Help him out, but he succeeded.
So looking, you don't really find anything specific, and as you're rousing through the corpse and you were shot as Professor Moore runs over, screaming for you to stop and asking you what you're doing.
Try to find any evidences or anything useful that could give us a clue about what happened there by looking at their pockets. Or...
Why would you disturb the dead? This is so.
Because it could help us find out how they died and why.
Listen, these men, whatever happened to them, they're the victims. You shouldn't do anything to disturb the victims. Now,
But by looking at the victims, we can find out who are the guys that did it.
no, it's about look it. You saw what happened with the dogs. There's no hiding what
Mhm.
happened to the dogs. But Steve is dead. And Frode's dead.
Maybe it's better this way, Dr. Hazen. If we put much force in it, we might end up destroying some of the evidence.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Out of character, it's almost coming to my time to leave. So can I do something before I leave the game to go to the
Yeah.
medic? So when we get to the part where we try to check out the equipment that of this camp that was destroyed, Anthony was gonna see if there's anything like a salvageable or look out how destroyed, how if we can like fix it or anything. If we spend some time with it, and that's pretty much what he's gonna do, and he's gonna explain to the party what he found.
Well, I'll tell you, there's nothing that could be salvaged. Nothing that can be repaired. I mean, it would take a while to repair the engine.
I get it. Can I discern how the engine got messed over then with an equipment?
So point is, you can make a repair roll.
Okay, electronic or
Mechanical.
mechanical. Okay. That's going to be a success.
So you would, looking at the engine, you would tell that it was damaged, most likely from just the ceiling collapsing. But then and it process reassembled in the incorrect way. So the engine already will not work. Even if it was reassembled correctly. It's already bad. It's beyond
There's
anything that can be done.
I get it. There's nothing that we have right now that could repair it or use some parts to something else. It's done.
Correct.
That's what I can discern. Okay. Right. Anthony is going to explain this to the party, and yeah.
As you know, it's always been the goal of Debunker Bunker to challenge and test all of the nonsense in the world today, from internet videos to conspiracy theories, and we're very proud of what we've done so far.
But something has recently fallen into our lap that promises to be our biggest one yet. It looks, on the face of it, quite astounding, and we're going to keep an open mind about it. About 2 months ago, an anonymous email directed us to something interesting on the dark web. After taking all the proper precautions, we followed a link that led us to a video that showed something extraordinary.
The stevedores at the port of Varberg spoke of many sailors meeting their end in the maw of the Kattegat serpent. They say it dwells deep in the murky waters outside Lesu. I readily admit that these horror stories disturbed me, as we were set to board the wet deck of the schooner in the morning.
Transmissions.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Let's go.
And those caves were to the southwest of the camp. He begins making his way down there, followed by anybody who's interested in following him.
I'm gonna follow him.
Follow?
I'll follow
All right.
along.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
assume Norman's going too. Norman, are you going? He's not back yet.
All right, so you get to the caves, and the caves have been blocked by a massive block of ice that can be excavated out. It just takes a few hours. Once you're able to get inside, you find yourself, the cave is narrow and long. Sort of, for the most part, unadorned, but you find what look to be 3 frozen like there's 3 more of those creatures hanging from in that cave.
Oh.
Just hanging there.
Be very, very quiet. Okay. Do one of the doctors want to maybe like tell us what the heck they are? Not that they can see one in the flesh.
Sure. What do you need to do? Medicine again, or
Well, first, everybody can make a sanity roll.
sanity?
Okay.
Extreme success. I don't believe these things are real.
Yeah, you're doing like amazingly well. Wow.
This is nonsense.
All right, so the sight of them is a little unnerving, but it's just not enough to make you scream or anything. It's more give you a make you take a breath and before approaching any closer. I don't know if there's this that you can roll. You can.
What can I roll to identify this?
I'm thinking biology or Cthulhu Mythos.
No.
If you have animal handling.
Nope.
And no, you're not intelligent.
Natural wall, maybe?
Identification. They don't look to be alive. They do look to be frozen. So can't like retrieve them. Yeah, there's nothing else. This cave. There's nothing immediately that you notice.
I rolled for animal handling.
Gonna search
Rolls
the
animal
gate.
handling.
Oh.
So Norman, you can tell that These are, while they have a lot of plant features, they're definitely animals of some sort.
All right, so they are
they're-
animals.
They're
Can I roll for natural wall, just in case?
yeah, you can roll natural world. I'll say yeah.
Nope.
No.
Right.
They're definitely dead. But beyond that, you're not really getting too much. Wow, Alva.
Yeah, I don't know any of them. They're all like low.
You
Might as
don't
well.
know anything.
Yeah.
If you guys want to look around the
Maybe we
caves,
can roll medicine.
you can make spot hidden rolls.
Okay.
Sure. Critical success.
That'll work.
I find everything.
He officially
That's
sees
possible.
everything.
So
See everything.
while the cave is long and narrow, there are stalactites and stuff that do block views directly from the front of the cave to the back of the cave. And hidden behind one of these stalactites, you notice that some of the ground seems to have been disturbed. As you see it go, and you're able to sort of pull snow into some of the snow cover a little bit, and then you pull out what is like a hand-sized circular disc with a star carving in it. It's like
Can I do an
like a-
archaeology check on that?
it's like a 5-pointed star with what looks eye.
So circle a circlet with a 6-point star.
We found a first artifact. Way to go, team.
Yay, team.
Now the question is, do you keep it for yourself or do you show everybody else?
I'm gonna keep it to myself.
All right.
Can I try to? Well, I'm gonna show it and then I'm gonna try
You're
to
gonna keep
identify
it.
that.
Okay.
I'm keeping it, but I'm waiting. Can I try to identify whatever it is with archaeology?
Can
Usable.
theology occult to the mythos?
That would be Norman's areas of expertise.
Psychology?
Archaeology. Cthulhu mythos. No, archaeology. That it's, you don't recognize it from any known civilization. It's nothing that appears in any specific group. And the 5-pointed star angled in the middle seems different to you. You're not entirely sure where it comes from. The stone, you could tell itself was like a sandstone. It was very a force behind it. It's gonna to mold it, move it, but there's nothing
Okay.
otherwise significant about it.
Okay. We're gonna show it to the rest of the party.
Let
See
me
what they can tell me
let
already.
me see what I can learn of this. I'm gonna first try Cthulhu mythos, then I'm gonna try occult. Can I spend points in it?
Can you spend points in Cthulhu mythos?
You cannot spend luck on Cthulhu mythos rolls.
No, you'd have to you could push it, but you couldn't spend luck on it.
Push it.
I got an extreme on occult though.
On occult. All right. You would know this.
You're bringing here.
All right. You would know that this symbol in occult circles is a ward or a defense.
So this symbol is a ward or defense symbol.
Against what?
It's like a charm that's meant to ward something away from you.
Okay. It's nice to keep it then. Maybe we can try the mythos later after we take a rest.
So else to find out, the rest of the cave seems pretty natural. Things how nothing other signs of disturbances. The creatures. Aside from that, that's it. But it's already late in the day at this point.
Oh. So we're gonna head back to the camp and come back in the morning.
Sure. I mean, if there's nothing else here, maybe just go back to the camp and in the morning we go somewhere else.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so you head back to the camp. Some of the sled dogs are whining. There are people outside. You hear someone's got to get a plane car over and join them. And you see Dr. Moore's kind of standing off to the back of where everybody else is sort of congregating. He keeps casting glances over to where the tents are from the German expedition. And you see he's mumbling to himself. It's sort of a whisper. You can't hear what he's saying.
Can I do a listening check? Try to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steven's very suspicious to me. In our success.
All right. So wow. Alva and Hans, you can hear that he is vocalizing, at least in whispered tones, his distrust of the Germans. He believes that they're keeping things hidden.
Yeah, here we go again. This Germanophobia.
I mean, they
Them
did
Americans.
try to keep the discovery of that entity that I mentioned in the ice secret.
But you don't know that.
What do you mean I don't know that?
Do you know that the Germans tried to keep that hidden?
Yes, I do. In fact, I uncovered it with Germans watching.
Oh. Yeah.
Of course, they claimed the discovery as their own, and I'm willing to give that to them.
You also see that Starkweather is, all happy because the 3 creatures that you discovered frozen have been brought back. to the camp to be studied.
I'm guessing my biology expertise is going to be of need here soon.
He's probably going to ask, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna also want to study them using medicine.
But as everybody's sort of celebrating this discovery, Moore is standing back, kind of sulking a little bit. He notices you guys approaching. He doesn't notice away, and he said to Norman and Alva, "I don't trust the Germans. I think there's more going on than we know." While everyone's distracted, is there any way, do you think, since you guys are, I don't want to say have experience with sneaking around, unseen,
I
sort of
can do some reconnaissance,
Alva.
yes.
I just wanted if they're hiding any. If you happen to wander in their camp for some reason, no, I'm not telling you to go snooping through their tents. But if you happen
It sounds
to,
like he's telling us to go snooping through their tents.
Yeah.
I'm not that, but even to stumble into one and have a look around, I don't think anyone's gonna mind, right?
Sure, why wouldn't they? Why would they mind?
Guess we're gonna have to go snooping around.
Yeah.
Of course, we should probably do the study on the discoveries first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's time for some dissection.
All right.
Good thing I got quick study.
Yes.
Plus, I'm not gonna go and spy my own people for you. That will make sense.
So you go over as they begin the autopsying of the creatures that were discovered.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to get make biology rolls, if you have biology.
I don't.
Success.
Good job.
So you all tell is that these creatures are roughly, if standing up, would be roughly maybe 7 feet tall. They have wings. They're shaped. They have a barrel-ish shape. A 5-pointed head and 5-pointed foot, and tentacles. Rather than kind of arm. And you would know that this is sort of a mixture of both plant and animal. But when the dissection happens, the skins that are pulled out, while looking a little different, appear to serve the same function as the body. There are lungs, there's a heart, there's the stomach, etc. There are no real eyes, which is the only odd thing.
Do I get mythos for dissecting it?
No, you do not get mythos for dissecting it.
Although it's good
For
to
being
learn more
present.
about these things. Zoinks. But the question is, are they sentient?
I'm gonna
You
make
would
sure
have
their skull circumference. My troops.
Does it have a brain?
Yeah, there's something that is comparable to a brain.
I would inquire with my German doctor to see if he can make any sense of the brain.
Okay. I'm gonna use medicine. And if not, just scratch this thing. Be sure.
Yeah, it's not really a medicine roll. It's definitely what appears to be some sort of a brain. Not a human. Obviously, anything resembling a human brain.
I mean, I could try natural wall. Though.
Yeah, make a natural world roll. See if you can.
No. No idea.
Yeah,
Not
it's
it.
some sort of an animal brain.
Oh, sure, I will try.
No, you have no idea. Nobody has an idea. But like I said, it's getting late.
Yeah, we probably need to head back to the camp.
Yeah.
But you guys
Maybe-
are right. You guys are camp.
What?
This is happening in the camp.
Oh.
Yeah, we are in the camp already.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. I thought we were still in
we
the
got
cave.
used cover of night to rummage through the German camp after all.
That's true.
The question,
You bastards.
but the question is, will Hans help us?
No. I mean, they are my people. I'm not gonna help you with that. Are you insane?
Insane in the membrane, insane in the brain.
All right. Well, what amounts to night, which is sort of just like twilight, dusk, is descends. The Americans sort of go to sleep. The Germans head out to their further explorations.
I'm gonna go with the Germans to the German camp to sleep with them, or
Okay.
do whatever they are doing.
All right. As
Did you say that the Germans are going to do an exploration or something?
yes, they're going to go back and do more investigations of the destroyed camp.
Do you want to come? Oh, well, we already been there in the destroyed camp, so there's no point in me
Yeah,
going
the
there again.
Germans don't trust the Americans after all. That just leaves more room for me and Alva to go explore together.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna tell the Germans what we found in the destroyed camp, so they don't have to go there again.
all right. So,
That's okay.
but as the two groups are splitting apart, the crying of the dogs gets worse and gets louder. And make a listen roll.
A listenable?
I'm gonna use luck to get this to.
Okay.
Yeah, Alva can hear everything. Can hear everything.
Good
You
ears.
hear several dogs yip in pain, and some sort of like a low guttural growl emanate from where the dogs are.
I'll tap Norman on the shoulder and grab my 30-06 rifle, the new one that I have, and I'll say, "There's something wrong with the dogs,"
Yeah, I go
and she'll bolt
charging
for the
in that
door.
direction. I'll bolt to go look with my elephant gun.
Okay.
Is it an elephant gun, or did you get a 4-bore?
No, it's an elephant gun.
Okay.
I'm gonna go warn the Germans
All right.
about something being wrong with the dogs.
Are they? Okay.
Since I have animal handling, can I like determine if they're if the dog's sounds or yipping, was it like from pain or fear or something like that? Anger, or are they like, mad or something?
From your experience and what you do know, it sounds more like a combination of fear and pain.
Okay.
Dogs are trying to escape something.
Okay.
So a few things are gonna happen. There's gonna be people are gonna start shouting, and you're gonna see several shapes in the air.
Okay.
You might not believe your eyes.
Moving
10
as you
million.
dog as you're running down. I'll start with Alva. Something large lands in front of you, moving incredibly quickly.
Okay. Can I identify what it is?
Yes. It is one of the things that was just being autopsied, but very much alive.
Okay. About how far away from me is it?
I'll say
You'll say what?
close. Maybe 20 feet at most.
Oh, geez. Okay. I'm gonna shoot it. See if that works.
All right. You just want
Here we
to
go.
shoot. Just go right ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay. She horribly misses.
Yes. Norman, you're running right next to Alva, so you run up right as she's firing her gun.
How close can I get to the thing with my movement?
So I'm gonna say it would take you reach it in a round, but you wouldn't be able to act at all.
In that case, I'll just shoot it from where I am.
Make your attack roll.
12 damage.
Nice.
12 damage. Okay.
I will make a second attack roll, and I know that comes with the penalty die.
Yep.
Still hit.
And then reload.
Okay. It Hans, you said you were gonna rush to the Germans and get them.
Yeah.
All right. So are you able to and alert. And when you turn, you can see Alva and Norman shooting at one of these creatures. But it would take you at least a turn to be able to get close enough to shoot with a normal weapon. Know what you?
I
what
don't
you
have a normal weapon,
And it would
and I don't plan to shoot any of these guys.
and it would take you 2 rounds to get close
I'm
enough
happy.
to physically assault it.
I'm not going to do that either. Just gonna probably hide somewhere.
Okay. And then
Holding the amulet I found somewhere.
okay, so
So,
I'm gonna roll.
do we do a stealth check to hide?
Yeah, make a stealth roll. Okay. So you're pretty well hidden. You just go and hide behind what
I find the cage
yeah,
and I go
you
inside the cage. I just cover myself with
yeah,
the cage. Within the
you're
cage.
concealed. It is going to actually go attack Norman first. Let's see. I'm just gonna have it attack you.
Can I
No.
make a brawl check against it?
It failed.
It failed. At least this time.
Well, I guess you could make the brawl check to fight back,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you can make a try to fight
That
back.
doesn't work. That failed as well.
Okay. This is also to Norman.
Nice.
Do I make another brawl or no?
You can. I'll let you try to fight back.
Oh, good job.
Nice.
Geez, 79
Extreme
damage.
damage.
That
Wow.
makes no sense.
That doesn't make sense.
That's got to be wrong.
Be able to-
Yeah, we should probably look into that. But since Crowbar's considering bludgeoned,
It
it
would
would
just
just
be
be
the-
max damage, which would be 12.
Yeah, 8 plus 5.
Yeah.
13, actually. Sorry.
Yep.
Armin's just going Doomslayer on these things.
All right. Now it's gonna turn its attention to Alva. Does
I
Alva want to
assume
fight
it
back?
missed.
It does miss, yes.
No, she's not. Her brawl is so low. I'd rather save my response for a dodge, which is better.
Okay. Okay. Again to Alva.
Okay, I will dodge. I
Make your
beat
dodge
it.
roll.
I did.
Nice.
It's got one more attack. Who's it go after? Once more to Alva.
Ugh. I will dodge. Defenders win ties.
Yep. Defenders wins ties. So you managed to dodge it as tentacles. You can see that there's another one. Who is
I didn't hear that. What?
Grabbed. See, you see another creature appears to have somebody. It looks like it grabbed. Let's see. The photographer from Australia.
No.
Oh no, not him.
You guys said, yep. Grabbed another creature
I can't do anything about it.
on his throat, and it's pulling it close.
Okay, are we gonna roll for initiative since we're clearly in combat now?
No. I would. You have initial war, so I'm just gonna. I just do it sort of based on narrative style.
Okay.
But so Alva, it's up to you. It's your turn. What do you want to do?
Okay. I am going to. I'm going to do something I can actually succeed at. So the one that's. How far away is the one attacking the guy, the photographer?
He is 60 from you.
60 yards.
60 feet.
Okay.
So 20 yards.
So I am going to use my psychic attack and attack the thing.
Okay.
So I roll my POW against his POW. Whoever loses 1d10 magic points. I got an 87.
All right. I got 54.
Okay, so
Both
guess-
both successes.
Both successes. Okay, so nothing happens. That's my action. I'm going to move away from this one that is attacking me. My movement is 9. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. All right. Norman, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna first point blank the one that's attacking me, though.
Okay. I'll go right ahead.
Good luck dodging this one.
Good job.
Again,
That
what
is
is
crazy
causing
damage.
that? All right, but fortunately, I can do
That's
math.
big
I
numbers
think
are
at this
correct.
point, I just gotta do math now.
18
So-
plus 14.
Let's see. It's
I don't know why it's doing
3d6 plus 4, so 3, 12, 18, 19, 20, 22
Oh, 22.
plus
So 22 plus
14,
14.
32,
36.
36.
Yeah.
Wow. The one in front of you is barely holding on. That hit.
And he's barely holding on.
Barely holding on by the looks of it. Okay, so you did you make a penalty roll?
Oh, right. Well,
Oh, yeah, that
technically
might not.
no, because it's point blank.
Oh, actually cancel each other out. So the creature in front of you is dead.
Yay.
It falls and wavers around a little bit, and then kind of like a Mortal Kombat guy, and as his health bar is decreased, and then he collapses.
Reload and turn.
So you can see the one that is trying to drag the photographer away.
Guess I'll charge at the one that's dragging the photographer away. It's my
Okay.
movement.
All right. Oh, there's
Oh,
that.
one thing, Mr. Keeper. When you made your roll against me, you're supposed to roll POW, not intelligence.
I thought I rolled POW. Did I roll
It says
incident?
intelligence.
Oh. My mistake. I rolled POW. What did I roll then at that point?
Roll intelligence.
You rolled intelligence.
I roll. Yeah, I'm looking. I roll. I wanted to see what score I rolled. I still would have
you rolled
succeeded.
54. You
All
still would
right,
have succeeded?
good.
Okay.
His POW is 55.
Okay.
So,
It
you
was
start
54.
writing.
Okay.
Yeah. So Norman, you're running closer. As you get closer, you see that the air behind the creature is rippling as though it's not entirely there.
Odd.
I will
Is this-
say you have one turn to free him, or it's going to pass through a magical gate and disappear with him.
So I have to attempt to try and get him to let him go of the guy with enough
Yes.
pain.
Really, the only him is by an opposed strength roll.
By a what?
Hold on, I'm trying to read that thing. It's the whole thing. You can, if you deal damage to it, it'll release. He's trying to fight back, and he can't win an opposed strength roll.
Okay.
But you can try to just do regular damage to him and see if it'll let him go.
Just an easy point blank.
Take you full to reach him. So if you want to do a point blank shot, you would be rolling with a penalty, so it'd be a straight roll.
Never mind, I'll just stick with shooting it.
All right. So I'll give you a chance to shoot it. Yeah.
Penalty. Still hits.
Okay. Let's see. Definitely hits. Make a luck roll. All right, you see that it releases him, and he falls to the ground just as the creature disappears into gate. Vanish while he's off the ground.
Gonna help him up.
And just as he's sort of coughing, you see on the opposite side where the dogs are, another creature is disappearing with Acacia Lexington in its grips.
No, not Acacia Lexington.
Oh no, we're losing Acacia Lexington. Woe is us.
So she's gone.
I think it's where this episode is gonna.
I was just gonna say, so technically, when I was reading this, my attack would have hit because it's I roll my POW, and if I overcome its POW, it takes 1d10 magic points of damage. It rolls its POW, and if it rolls higher than mine, if it exceeds mine, I take 1d10. So my 87 beat his 54, and his 54 didn't beat my 95. So it takes 1d10 points of magic loss, a magic point loss, which could put it to sleep. Which then would have allowed Norman to move his attack to the one taking Acacia Lexington.
Okay.
You want me to roll that 1d10 to see how much magic point loss it takes?
Yeah, go ahead.
9. So I don't know if that would have been enough to put it to sleep.
Wow. Then it would have been asleep because it had 11 magic points. So.
Okay. So then Norman could have moved his attack to the one attacking Acacia Lexington, which would have been extreme damage, which would have been 17 plus 22, 32, 32.
39.
Thank you. 39 points of damage.
39.
Well, just the way to look at it is there always would have been another elder thing taking somebody else.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, and there was always going to be somebody getting taken away.
Gotcha. Well, good thing it was Acacia Lexington. We didn't like her anyway. Okay.
Although, saving more lives
NPCs I would have gone through, but after his
Although saving a life is still good.
Yeah. So that's
that just
good, yeah.
means more victory for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.